Hello, hello. It would appear that Zoom has been having issues. Welcome, everyone. Let's see if we can get this sorted out. Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Let's just see if it is working. Can you hear me, Felicity?
Yes.
Okay, there was obviously an issue with Zoom today. I'm not sure what it was, but hopefully I fixed it. Let me let them know that this is working, and maybe we can get some more people to join us. I'm just trying to think which link we used. Let me find out which link this is. Where's invite? And we appreciate your participation and your patience.
Hi, Steve. I had to come in with the Zoom, with the passcode and the ID because it wouldn't go in the other way.
Yeah, no, there seems to be a problem with Zoom today. So we're just testing it out. Let me just send that information to the others. Okay, reply all. Okay, I have fixed the link. Please share. Let's see who gets to join us. You never know. So this is one of the things that, unfortunately, as you know, technology can misbehave itself. And when that happens, then we get caught unexpectedly running workshops for a little bit later, and then all of a sudden those workshops can't happen. Let's see if my background is still working. It looks like I have to add all my new backgrounds. Oh, let's see if that is working. Wow. So I've had to uninstall Zoom and then reinstall it, and that seems to fix my one. But what is interesting is that the CJSA link, the normal one that we use, that wasn't working either. And it wasn't from my side, it was from Zoom side. So I think what needed to happen was everyone had to the host had to uninstall Zoom and reinstall it. And I think that fixes it. So that might help for the next session that you are going to be running, Rebecca. I think there's a session coming up on ageless grace. So if you uninstall the Zoom app and then you reinstall it, that seems to fix it.
Okay, that's really good to know. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, let me just say done, working now. So I think what happened was there was like a problem with the actual Zoom app. When I downloaded the latest version, there might have been a bug. And I suspect that that's why the support team are just telling people to uninstall, if you are a host, uninstall the Zoom app on your PC and then reinstall it. So hello, Diana. Hopefully Diana can hear us. And I think we'll just give it a couple minutes, and I don't mind if we go a little bit over. It just depends on timing for the next event. I think you're going to have your ageless grace or graceful aging or graceless aging. I don't know how you want to call it. And that's going to happen soon. So Diana, we've seemed to have solved the problem. I contacted the support team, and they said, if you are running a Zoom session, what you do is you uninstall Zoom on your PC, and then you download the latest version and reinstall it. So if you don't know how to do that, you just go into, if you've got Windows 10, you just go into add or remove programs, and then you click Zoom and you uninstall the Zoom, and then you go to the Zoom website and you download the latest version. and then you should be good to go. You just sign in again, and then it should be fixed.
Okay.
Because that was a
Thank you.
concern for me. I mean, can you imagine? I'm supposed to be running workshops today at schools, and then if they can't join, then that's income for me gone. So I can't afford to have that sort of error. And that's why we have to troubleshoot. So what did I do? I contacted the Zoom support team. I spoke to a robot for about 2 or 3 minutes and said to them, I needed to speak to an actual agent. And then I got to the bottom of it. But it's not just us. Schools in Australia, they are running exams and stuff, and their Zoom seems to be down as well. It was down about 8 hours ago. So I think that's when someone must have got a bug in, but I think we're now sorted. All right, so should we give them another minute or two? Should we start? I am recording, so we can always just send people the recording for those that have missed it. Let's have a look.
The only thing, Steve, there is supposed to be another Zoom at 11.
No, I'll finish it just before 11. How does that sound?
So then before we start the next one, I've got to then exit and delete my Zoom and
yeah, well, that literally takes about 2 minutes. So I'll give you 10 minutes. I'll end at 10:50. How does that sound?
Okay, thank you.
All right. So basically, I'm looking at the list over here of goodies that I have for you. And this one, I think you're going to like a lot. It's called edX. You probably might not have heard about it. I'm going to put in the chat for those of you that are interested.
Is
How
he
many
actually
times
wearing that beard, or is it just a picture?
am I wearing the beard? Sometimes I'm wearing the beard. Sometimes I'm wearing the blonde hair. I think I've frozen. Sometimes I'm wearing this hair. It does depend on, and sometimes I'm just Baby Yoda. It's a filter that you can add. The only problem is that when you add a filter like this, there was an executive who was running a meeting, and she was a potato, and then the program crashed, and she couldn't get it started, and then she had to start her business meeting, and she had to attend the meeting like a potato, and they were laughing themselves because there was nothing she could do. So it is a risk that you take. For me, it's just automatic. It switches on automatically, so I just leave it on, and it seems to work. It seems to work. Okay, so I've put in the chat edX.org. And what is edX.org? Well, let me share my screen, and then you'll see what it's all about. Let's go like this. And we're going to go to edX.org. I'm going to open it up. And this is online courses at some of the world's best institutions. So if I go and look over here, we've got Harvard, we've got MIT, we've got Berkeley, we've got University of Texas, we've got Boston, Maryland, you name it. There are 160 member universities. So these courses are all online. 99% of them are free, but there's a catch. Let me show you what I mean. Rebecca, is there anything that you were hoping to learn about? Something that is burning inside, a degree that you were hoping to get, a course that you wanted to study?
How about marketing?
Marketing. Let's have a look. Would you be interested in a marketing degree from Edinburgh University, Maryland University? There are marketing courses from the University of British Columbia. If we go along and have a look, there might even be something at a different university that you are interested in. But these seems to be the ones. So let's go to Edinburgh University. I'm going to have a look over here. Okay, so it says this one will cost you money. We don't like the ones that cost us money. We want to see if we could find a free one. There must be a free one here somewhere. Let's go to this one over here. Aha. This one is an introduction to marketing. It's approximately 6 weeks long, 3 to 5 hours per week. It is self-paced. Starting on you can start today, you can enroll on the 23rd. This is what they're going to cover, what you'll learn, who your instructors are. And here's the important bit. If you do the audit track, it is free. You get all the course materials. You can do the entire course as everyone else is doing it. The only thing is, if you want a certificate at the end to say that you've got this course, it's going to cost you $150. But if you're not in it for the certificate, you just want the skills, you can go and study this degree. So let's say, for example, Ed would like to do a writing course. And he's thinking, where would I get a great writing course? Maybe Harvard, the art of persuasive writing and public speaking. Ed has always wanted to write speeches for the president. So it's an 8-week course, 2 to 3 hours per week. It is self-paced. It is free. And these are the dates that they start. There's one starting on the 23rd of August and one starting on the 29th of September. It tells you what you're going to learn. You can click on show more. You can look at Gurney Professor of English and Professor of Comparative Literature at Harvard University, James Engel. These are the frequently asked questions. You can do the course. It is free. But if you want the certificate for $139, which is about 4 million Rand when you convert it, you can decide if you need the actual certificate. And of course, if you want to do graded assignments and exams, that's where the cost comes in for the $139. But other than that, it is completely free. So I think that there are lots of people here who are interested to learn. They're not doing it for the piece of paper. They're just doing it because they are interested and they would love to get content from a reputable university, a course that is recognized worldwide. And let's say you do the Harvard one and you actually want to get the piece of paper and you want to write the exams. Well, there we go. edX.org is your ticket to access to top universities without having to spend money traveling and signing up for those big courses. So would any of you find that useful? I certainly would. And you know what is also quite nice is that, you know, maybe a staff member of an organization wants to further their studies, and the company could sponsor $139 for them to do that course, because what you do is you empower your staff and you also improve the quality of what they bring to the table. So staff will always feel appreciated when their courses are paid for and they can do the exams and get the certificate and then say, I have a qualification from Harvard. It really does look good on the CV. Okay, so that was edX.org. The next thing I wanted to show you, I can't remember if we did this, but did we talk about Bolt Food? Doesn't ring any bells? No. So I'm going to attempt to join this session. Let's just see if I've got the link for it. I think this is it. Let's see if I can join my own session. I can look at that and I can make myself, where's the other me? I can make myself a co-host. All right. How many times have you felt hungry, but did not want to go and schlep to get food? So you're probably thinking, oh, you know, I would love pizza tonight. And someone says, I would like a burger. And someone says, I would like a milkshake. So you all have different tastes. But of course, we do realize that takeaways cost a lot of money. And then along comes Bolt Food. I'm going to share my screen to show you what the app looks like. Let's see if I can find it. Bolt. There we go. Bolt Food. It looks like that. It's got the green and white, and it's got a little dot. It's got my address, and of course, all the restaurants that are near my location. So if I change my address, then obviously all the restaurants in your location will be there. Now they've got, for example, normal restaurants, they've got specials, but have a look here. These are actual specials at restaurants in my area. 50% off. I kid you not. The Spur, 50% off. Vida, 50% off. And it depends on what time of day you also going. Sometimes they are going to have a special on something. So these are the specials. I'm having a look right now. Okay, so right now they're not offering any specials at Hungry Lion, and they're not, but they normally do offer specials at Colcaccio's Pizza, or I don't know, you name it. They've got restaurants in your area. So you have to download the app. And if I go into Spur, let's just have a look at Spur. It's 50% off today, off the entire menu. So normally nachos, a full version, as a starter version, would cost you 83 Rand. Now it's only going to cost you 41 Rand and 45 cents. And does this actually apply? Yes, it does. It's worked. I have ordered food and it has worked beautifully. And then they deliver it. So what you could do is you could effectively, so that's the logo you're looking for. It's a green thing. You do a search for Bolt Food. You put in your location and you will hopefully find, let me see if I can change my location. And will it show me restaurants in the Sea Point area? What is the address of CJSA?
7 Bellevue Road.
7 Bellevue Road, Sea Point. Right, let's see what you guys have got. You've got Wild Eatery. You've got the Pokey. They are giving 50% off for the next 20 to 25 minutes. They've got the Fisheries, 50% off for the next 30 to 35 minutes. Nando's in Gardens are offering 50% off. Crust Cafe, VD, Cookies and Cream are offering 40% off. The Spurn Sea Point's offering 50% off. And that's at this particular moment. So if you sign in at 4 o'clock, you might see a bunch of different specials. So hopefully that's going to save you some money. And yes, you can get from different restaurants and they'll deliver it to you at a cost of 2 Rand. What do they charge over here? Cookies and Creams, they will charge you 3 Rand 50 for delivery, but you're still getting 40% off the actual cost of the item. And of course, if you just feel like some coffee from Vida Cafe in Cliff Street, you can get your coffee at 50% off, plus it's going to cost you 3 Rand delivery, which isn't really much if you think about the saving that you're going to get. So hopefully that is of use to you. And if you did not know about it, now you do. The secret is out. You can get 50% off on some of your favorite restaurants, depending on when you actually check it out. I wouldn't go after 7 because your choices start diminishing and lots of restaurants have to close early. So they stop taking orders at a certain time. So have a look around the 5 to 6 mark when you are looking to order something and they do deliver. Hey, if it comes a little bit late, it's not the end of the world. You are paying half price. So it certainly is worth it. How many of you are going to be interested in actually exploring that? I'm just curious to know who would actually go ahead and do that.
Sure, I'll go.
There we go. So you'll find a restaurant that you like, and every now and again, they've also got other restaurants as well that are not 50%, but they'll still deliver the food to you. But if you go for the 50%, it's a win. You can't lose on that one. All right, let's see what next. Here's a nice one that some of you might find very useful. I've got the app on my phone. It's called Tick Tick. And ticktick.com is for those of you that are list people. If you are a list person, then you definitely want to download ticktick.com. And let me show you what the app looks like on my phone. I'm going to quickly go to share screen. And I'm going to find Tick Tick. This is the one. It's got a little tick mark. And what I do is I click over here and I've got different lists. If I go to shopping, I click on shopping and I click on the 3 little waffle lines on the top left-hand corner to pick the different categories. So here's work. Right now, I don't have anything to add to work. Let's add something. So what do? I tap on the plus sign. I need to call Diane about Zoom. Done. I've now added to my list. Oh, I need to meet Ed. Let's try that. Ed at his house. He's ordering bolts. There we go. So now I know he's getting the food. I love it when Ed caters. I'm going to add that on as well. So now I've got my list of things I need to do for work. And then, of course, Rebecca says to me, what's your day looking like? And I'm thinking, well, you know what? I've already spoken to Diana. So I'm going to just click on Diana. I've touched that. And look what it does. It puts it in the completed section. And I still need to meet with Ed. So that's fantastic. And then you're going to say to me, but it'd be so nice if I could like make that into a reminder. So on the middle of your phone over here, you can see a little calendar. I'm going to click on that little calendar. Let's see what I need to do. I want to add, I'm going to click on the little plus sign. I would like to call, let's see, Felicity at 11 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to do that. I've added it now onto call Felicity at 11 a.m. And notice there's a little alarm clock. This thing is quite loud. Your phone starts ringing to tell you that you've got to call Felicity. It'll be a reminder to tell you that you need to call Felicity at 11 a.m. And if I recall correctly, if I go back to my checklists, let's have a look here. If I go back to shopping, this is my shopping list. So I can add sections. I can add fruit, groceries, all the things I want to add. Let's just add batteries because I need to get batteries as well. There we go. I've added it. There we go. It's been added up. No, batteries is not a grocery. So I put my finger on batteries. I hold it and I drag it to the next section. And I've called it not sectioned, but I suppose I could edit the title of that. But here we've got, there we go. I've got my fruit, my grape. Oh, you know what? I've already bought fruit. I don't need fruit now. and eggs I've got. So when I tick eggs, it puts them all in the completed section at the bottom. And then, of course, when you are ready to rumble, you can go like this. You can sort things. You can select things. You can share your list with people. You can collaborate, which I think is quite nice. And of course, if you want to, you can just click on the little list over here for completed. Where is my list? Over here, completed. Now I've got that plus sign in the way of my completed. Where's my completed? There it is. And I can untick things if I want to add them back to the part of the list that they were at. So obviously, if I take out eggs, milk, cheese, lettuce, fruit, they are all part of the completed list. And I can always just uncheck them if I want to. Where's my completed list? Oh, I think that's already done. No. I need to do that, that, and that. And I've put them back on my list again. So it's really a program that is for people who are list people. And every time you check things off, then you know you've done it. And then when you start your list up again, you can uncheck all the things you need for the following day. And you don't have to keep writing lists down. They stay on your phone and you can share them. You can, and if I turn my phone sideways, and obviously it does silly things, you can do all that by sharing that with someone. So if I go like this, here we go. I'm going to edit my list. I've called it shopping. I want to invite a member. So my wife, for example, I can add her on. And if I do that, then she can add things in the list. And if she hasn't checked it off, then I know I can get it. And if I get it, I can check it off. And then she knows that whatever's left over, neither of us have managed to get. So it does help to collaborate on shopping and things, or it could be a work issue. So if I click on work, it could be work things that we are doing. It could be my wish list of things, my fitness. Oh, that's an interesting one. Maybe I could put there, start losing weight. Maybe I need to meet Diana. We're going for a walk along the promenade. So you can use this to actually connect and control your activities. It's entirely up to you how you want to use those lists. And I believe you can even add lists. You can even add at the bottom your own type of list. And that way you can actually manage a lot more than just fitness, birthdays, wish lists, and that sort of thing. So that was, let's see where it is. That was my ticktick.com in a nutshell. I see we've got about a couple of minutes left. And obviously, for those of you that have missed this, don't worry, we do have the recording, and we will send you the recording so that you can catch up on what we've been doing. Here's one that I thought was interesting, and it's called Old Time Radio. Old Time Radio. It's an app that for those people that love to reminisce about things they used to listen to on the radio in the old days. I don't know how much of it is local, but let's go along to my share screen. Here we go. And I'm going to go to here we go, Old Time Radio. And what you would do is maybe there was a show from back in the day that you really enjoyed. They had Gunsmoke. They had Dragnet, Sherlock Holmes. Well, let's see if we can play it. There's an advert. We don't need the advert. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, starring Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce.
So this is old style, when families used to gather around the radio and listen to all these stories. And now you can actually relive each and every one of them done in the way that they were originally done, because these are the originals. It's not like they've recreated them. You can hear from the hissing from the record that it is actually the old styled episodes, 52 episodes of Sherlock Holmes. I assume we could probably go and do a search. Let's see if I can do a search over here. I would love to find the Goons. Do they have the Goons? Because the Goons were my favorite. Let's see if I can find, do they have a search feature here? Genre, let's see. British radio comedy.
Yea, I do bear witness even unto thee, my poor master, but I have not so far construed my brain. Ah, yes, Moses Minor.
So I don't know, you'd have to do a search for the things that you're looking for, but they've got British radio, American radio, and timeless classics of things that you would probably be fascinated by. And I must just tell you that if you think about it, we've come a long way in terms of where we are nowadays. But the problem is that we are so busy with our lives that we don't actually get to enjoy that time where you sit down and listen to a group of people putting on. And in those days, it was quite sophisticated. You could hear the humor, you could appreciate the storyline, the way they would make all the sound effects. Nowadays, you know, we are so spoiled with computer graphics and special effects that, you know, the kids of today wouldn't appreciate these sorts of things. But I certainly know that when I listen to some of these radio shows, it brings back a certain sense of nostalgia, because these are the originals. And you might even get lucky and find some news programs where they are reporting on things that happened in history. So you can relive historical moments by listening to old time radio. So I've got about 4 minutes left or 5 minutes left. Are there any questions that you might have? Don't be shy. Are there any requests for things that you would like me to do for next week? Are there any apps that you would like to learn about? Are you looking for an app that can do certain things? Let me know, and I will gladly try and demonstrate them for you.
Just a minute before. Let me get this straight. We have to, all of us, redo our Zoom programs after.
No. I think it is a case of, you know, every now and again, Zoom updates itself. And as the host, people who've got a paid account, I suspect what happened was there might have been a corrupt file maybe on some of the Zoom accounts, because all of you were trying to join. And Diana, you've got a paid account, don't you? So I've got a paid account too. And I think that's where the problem came in. So if you uninstall and then you reinstall, you should be good to go.
So it's only me that needs to uninstall and
Yeah.
reinstall.
I mean, all of you were able to join the session now without any problems. So I suspect that it should be okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'll do as soon as we've finished, I'll delete my account and then I'll reinstate it.
So no, you're going to delete. Okay, so you're going to go into, are you on Windows 10?
Yes.
So on the bottom of your screen, bottom left, it says type here to search.
I'm just checking.
It's got a little magnifying glass. It's a white rectangle on the right on the bottom of your screen. Next to your window, there's like a little Windows 10 logo on the bottom left, and then there's let me, if I could share my screen, I'll show you. Right. Can you see over here? Let me go like this. Can you see on the bottom of my screen? I've got type here to search.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So I
Okay.
go there and I type Zoom. And sorry, not Zoom. I type in remove. And it says add or remove programs. So you choose that one. And over here, you type in Zoom. And then you'll find the Zoom app on your PC. You just uninstall it. You click on it. And then if you click on it like this, it's going to say, do you want to uninstall it? You say yes. And as soon as you do, then what will happen is you go along to Zoom download. So we're going to go like this, Zoom download. And there's the download center. And you just click on download Zoom client for meetings. It'll take a couple of seconds. And once it's installed, you just sign in again and you should be fine.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions?
I think that's great.
So now I feel good that you will all have meals, and Ed said the first one is on him. I do appreciate that, Ed. He's going to be ordering from Bolt. They're going to have a fleet of motorbikes arriving at his house so we can all go and get our half-price dinners. It's almost like living in Boca Raton. You got your sunset specials. I think it's fantastic. Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? That in fact, they're not even going to card any of you to see that you are over the age of 27. They are just going to charge you half price, even if you order from the restaurant. So you are all going to score. It really is a benefit to everyone. All right. And that brings,
Thank
yes.
you.
You have a
Thank
question?
you. No, thank you.
Oh, you're
Thanks a
welcome.
lot.
Thank you, Steve. Sorry for the debacle this morning.
No, hey, this is technology, but look at this.
Yeah.
Even with the debacle, look how many people we still have in the session today. And that was despite backwards and forwards emails. It shows you how switched on everyone is, which is incredible.
Well, thanks, everybody. Yeah.
Thanks. So
Yeah.
next week it's back to 9:30, or is it going to be?
No,
as
no,
10
next
o'clock?
week is back
No,
to normal,
9:30.
same link as we normally use. It was just today we had to get creative.
Okay.
All right. Have a
Thanks,
good one,
all.
everyone. And let me know if
Thank
you have any
you.
problems,
Thank you.
Diana.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Steve.
Okay, thanks.
Be well.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.